Equalizer here. Anyway, welcome to another Inca Games walkthrough. This one is of Charlie Sheen, the Saw game. The evil pig Saw has kidnapped Charlie Sheen and is keeping him captive inside a mental institution full of dangerous creatures. Help him escape before it's too late. Okay, play, and next. Charlie Sheen, the Saw game. He looks terrified. I've never really seen anything Charlie Sheen's actually been in. What a headache. I feel like if 10 trucks had run over me. I'm awfully thirsty. A beverage, just what I needed. I'm sure Berta left it for me. I'm feeling kinda weird. Yeah, just die. Just die like that. Where am I? How'd I get here? Last thing I remember, I was about to have a beverage. You technically already had it. I mean... Hello, Charlie. Mom, you had another surgery! I can barely recognize you! I don't find that funny. I do. Seriously, that's like one of the best comebacks to Pig Saw they've had in these games. I demand to speak with the manager of this place. You are speaking to him right now. Who are you? Well, you clearly haven't seen my movies. To be frank, I haven't. Well, my name is Pigsaw. I'm a wicked puppet who enjoys teaching a lesson to celebrities. Especially those who live in constant debauchery. Wait a minute. I'm famous. And I live in constant debauchery. Bingo! You're a clever boy, Charlie. Here, have a chocolate factory. Hold on. What are you saying? I want to play a game. Phew, that was a relief. I thought you were gonna torture me. That's up to you, Charlie. You see, the game is simple. You're locked inside a place I've designed myself especially to put you to the test. To win the game, you'll need to survive all the tests and find the exit. Live or die. Make your choice. We gotta escape now. Okay. It was funny, when I was doing my practice run of these last night, because how I do it is, like, the night before I make the walkthrough, I, like, do a run with, like, a walkthrough so I can see what I have to do and all that, so, you know, I don't slip up the next night. That's how I'm gonna be able to beat Coraline in the Secret Door. I screwed up big time last time, because I didn't even play it before then. I just had looked at a walkthrough, so yeah. Well, that's a story for another time. Anyway, this puzzle is very creative. So we've got a couple bender heads here. Hi. Greetings, human. So, those emotions on the doors, in order to open those doors, we have to make each head feel the corresponding emotion on the door. Nice thing about this is that once a door is open, it stays open. Which, this would be one of the most repetitive Inca Games, Saw game, whatever games that they've ever made, because you have to come back here. Let's see. So anyway, let's go with Happy, Angry, Angry. So let's see. Did you know that Time Magazine picked the Great Bender as Robot of the Year? That makes me happy. Hi, greetings, human. I heard that Family Guy is more popular than Futurama. That makes me angry. Makes me angry, too. I mean, Family Guy, sure, it was funny at one point, but it's not anymore. Futurama was awesome. Then again, it probably should have been canceled, so it didn't start becoming unfunny like Family Guy. Because they could have stretched it out to the point where it eventually would have. Hey, Mad Hatter. Hi. Hi, visitor. I think I've seen you in a Hollywood movie. Finally, someone who remembers I was in a movie. The only problem is, I don't remember which movie. As I was saying, no one remembers the name of the movie. I remember it. It was Alice in Wonderland. The Tim Burton version. I know this because I actually just watched it. Yeah, I saw it in preparation for Alice Through the Looking Glass. I actually really liked the Nostalgia Critic review on it, and he was right about some things, but I disagree with him on it being a bad movie. I personally found it enjoyable. Didn't you used to make hats? I did used to make hats, but nobody wears them around here, so now I make key copies. And how's business going? Slow. Nobody uses keys around here. Yes, because clearly... Wait a second, I just realized, that is mad. Why would you Why wouldn't you change again? Okay, hi. Greetings, human. Did you know the government banned all sales of alcohol to robot entities? Oh, by the way, I'm pretty sure these are different each time. Government... That just makes me sad. Okay. Ban alcohol and... Happy... Okay, this... Nothing we can do... Right. Well, yeah, that's actually the main path. But, you know, I want to open all these doors so I don't have to do this puzzle later. Oh, what I was saying about my practice run earlier. Like, I actually had to do 2 attempts because the first time the game was so laggy, I had to quit Safari. And then, like, restart the game. Thankfully, I wasn't too far in. I was actually doing this puzzle. I just met up with the Mad Hatter. It was lagging so badly. It was terrible. What? FaceTime. Get out. Okay. That was, so let's go see the Joker. Looks like we've got a guest. To defeat the Joker, you'll have to take advantage of him being distracted lately. Don't you mean? No, yeah, I guess that would make sense. Sorry, that is not a good picture of the Joker, in my opinion. It just isn't. Sorry. Oh, by the way, there's these Paul posters everywhere. Paul QEPD. I have no clue what it stands for. Was there, like, some octopus movie involving someone named Paul? Okay, we can't do anything here yet. This one's actually pretty, That one actually kind of creeped me out first time I played this. Oh, these ladies. There's nothing you need to get to go in here. You just need to get these 2 things. You know, obviously, in order to get out. Basically, they'll only move when you move on their third of the screen. Okay, so you just have to be careful about where you go, and you should be fine. So anyway, let's put some gasoline on this ring. Let's light this match, and then let's set it ablaze. And now let's light this lion on fire. Or tiger, sorry, tiger. That cheered him up. Charlie, there's a stand for a reason. You were holding that with your bare hand. It's practically burnt off by now, you idiot. My reaction wasn't funny enough. Hold on, let me try it again. Charlie, that thing has a stand for a reason. You were holding a flaming ring with your bare hand. It's probably burning off this instant. Okay, yeah, it's... Gotta get better at acting. I was really good at it when I was doing my Let's Plays, but now I guess I've fallen out of it. And I don't have what I need, so, you know, I gotta go back here. Okay. So we got this. So basically what we need to do is, to get a key copy for this door, is Jason... And basically, they actually got that right. We're gonna need a camera. We don't have that yet. But you want to put sunglasses on him so the flash doesn't wake him up. Yeah, that's actually pretty clever. So anyway, we're gonna put glue here. And then, you know, just avoid him and get the guy's watch. And that breaks the curse. Just wondering, how were you supposed to know that? Hi. Hi. How come you were being controlled by the puppet? The puppet controlled me through the magic watch, which you took away from me. That's how I broke free from the spell. Ah, go figure. That's exactly why I grabbed it. I don't usually take things that are not mine. Don't worry, I don't want it back. To be fair, I don't know much about Charlie Sheen's craziness, so that could be completely accurate or completely ridiculous for all I know. Is there anything I can borrow from you? Sure, I'll lend you this camera. Thanks. Now that's helpful. That sure is convenient. I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm just not in the mood today. Well, I mean, I am. The sunglasses prevented Jason from waking up because of the camera flash. Yeah, I miss the warping to the other rooms. And the maps. That's also something I miss. Okay, so let's give this photo of the key to the Mad Hatter. Is it possible to make a copy of a key using only a photo of it? I'm offended. Of course it's possible. Great, do it. First, you must pay my fees. Okay, how much would that be? I love watches. Interesting. I understand. Okay, here's a watch, buddy. Here, I have this watch as payment for future jobs I might have for you. Great, I love customers who pay in advance. Even though I didn't pay in advance. Here you go, 1 key. Thanks a lot. Just letting you know, you might not want to wear it, otherwise your hat may take on a mind of its own and start wearing you. You know, just letting you know. It's like in Rick and Morty. Oh, you like that thing? Well, it's gonna be wearing you within 12 hours. But anyway, now we have a key. So now, we are going to, put an alarm clock there. And then, let's just go to bed, you know. Oh, great, Freddy Krueger. Nice to see you, man. Well, we've got visitors. Not visitors, just a visitor. That derpy look on his face. Okay, so, we got a rope, and it is all we need from this room for the right now. Now, one thing that's kind of jerkish, you have to, like, count up the rooms to realize this, but this is on the other side of the wall of Joker's room. This is probably one of the reasons why they started adding maps, because you kind of need them for things like this. So anyway, now we've got what we need to beat Freddy. Oh, yeah, wrong timing. Luckily, they don't kill you every time you mess up the timing, like in Obama versus Pigsaw. I swear to God. I mean, not Obama versus... Pigsaw's Revenge. That's it. Pigsaw's Revenge. That's the one with the awful timing. I will never do a playthrough of that game, because that game is some of the most jerkish puzzles. Just because of the timing. Like, it's worse than Obama versus Pigsaw, too, because it's, like, timing. Like, one, you have to shoot this chandelier to save Michelle, but, like, the timing on it... But, like, the window of which clicking on will do anything is so narrow. And the other is timing... a banana peel for a stormtrooper to slip on, so let's just go back to bed. I'm sorry for rambling. And this thing's hard to get, but the good thing is you can try again as many times as you want to. Crap. So, without too much consequence. Now, you want to, once you get Freddy in your clutches, you want to get out quick and then go in here and... Looks like nyai lucky day. We meet again, Jason. I beat you once. I can do it twice. Since when is Jason Green? So yeah, nobody knows who he works for. That's like the precursor to the Slender Man versus Jeff the Killer thing. You know, now that I think about it, that makes a lot of sense, because this game focuses a lot around traditional horror villains, while, stuff like Slenderman Saw Game, no, not even Slenderman Saw Game, Fernan Flu, the horror elements that it had was like internet horror stuff. But yes, mostly Slenderman Saw Game. Slenderman and Jeff the Killer, one of the great rivalries. Now, one thing you want to be sure of is, well, actually, first, let's put that ladder up. Now, let's, go back to bed. Okay, we need to get all these things. How do I find things? I mean... Okay, so, I got that stuff. What's in here? Come on, it's gotta be something good. Come on. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. I love this. Okay, so, it just goes to show how sometimes Inca Games localization can really screw things up. Like, most of the time it's just forgetting to translate something or translating it poorly. But here is the really funny part. You go into his line of sight, and it's like, don't let Mike Myers see you, or you'll end up turning up just like him. God, I would hate to be the Mike Myers Cat in the Hat. That is scary. So yeah, they call him Mike Myers, not to be confused. Yeah, the actor, Mike Myers. I mean, sure, becoming like Mike Myers, you know, there's some upsides to that, you know? You've been in Austin Powers, you're a widely renowned comedian, but at the same time, you also have to play the Cat in the Hat in a live-action film and look really creepy. So, you know, you don't necessarily want to do that. Okay, so, let's go forward, and yes, finally, you want to get this done quickly, you can really do it at any time. You don't need that baseball glove till the end. But, you know, it's going to be a pain to backtrack this far. And I really wish they had maps for this, because that would have made that puzzle so much less cryptic. I mean, it's not terribly cryptic, but it's kind of hard to figure out to know that that's the exact room. By, like, counting it up. Looks like we've got a guest. Trapped by his own cage. And, of course, people are going to be like, you're so spoiled gamer. You can't handle challenge. God, I hate those people. It's Dark Souls fans, mostly. It's like, I had a comment today. It was a guy saying, oh, games are way too easy nowadays. People complain about them. You know, but when a game with normal difficulty like Dark Souls come around, people complain about it and ask for an easy mode. How about no? And I'm just thinking, like, okay, one, what's the matter with different difficulty levels? Different gamers have different levels of skill. And two, saying that Dark Souls has normal difficulty, for what, the NES days? You do realize they weren't masochists back then. They just had to do that to extend playtime because they couldn't save. Oh, by the way, you need this ladder. That's kind of misleading. That arrow there is kind of misleading, but you do need to take it again. And yeah, it's just that stuff that really gets on my nerves. It's just like, oh, well, I smack my head into a brick wall for fun, and I bathe in barbed wire, and you're a wuss and a weakling, and don't deserve to even be considered if you can't get on my level, scrub. And I'm gonna make a commentary against you and call you a scrub, because that'll make me look intelligent. Yeah. I'm also going to switch out my avatar for every single time I interject. Now, you might be thinking, but the Fossilizer, said person who said this about you won't come after you. Come on, do you think the commentators really watch these Inca Games walkthroughs? And, God, that was just a really passive-aggressive rant. It was good, though. It was good. I like it. Good to get that off my chest. Instead of making a separate video about it, even though I probably will eventually. Oh, here. Hey, Chucky. See, another classic horror villain. We got Chucky. Nobody interrupts me when I'm contemplating my girlfriend's picture. Like, this is one of the few games where I would argue that, like, Inca Games isn't really for kids. To defeat Chucky, you'll have to take advantage of his attraction to balls. Oh my God, Inca Games team. Oh, your translations. I swear, it's like this game. They're at their funniest. But anyway, let's fuel his obsession with balls. By the way, he has a ball right here, but apparently that ball's not good enough. That looks a lot better when I picked it up. Anyway, you want to pull both levers? Wait a minute, who put the ball here? Oh, crap, we ran out of time. Nobody interrupts me. Hey, I didn't interrupt you, I gave you something. You shouldn't be killing me for this. I do like the death screens in this one, though. They're pretty clever. But anyway, let's fuel your obsession with balls. Meanwhile, let's pull both levers. I didn't look at the walkthrough for, this part. I kind of figured it out on my own. Our trap worked perfectly, which is saying something considering my track record with this kind of stuff. Yeah, you want to pull those levers because you might get pushed in. Hey, another villain! It's Pigsaw! I think this is the last time he's actually appeared in robot form. It's kind of nice to see that again. And wait, no, never mind. Stop controlling. Yeah, we don't want to do that yet. In fact, we don't even have everything we need for this yet. So we've been through all manners of horror, but what lies on the other side is truly from classic horror. Well, not classic horror, but just horror in general, very scary. Yeah, you know who it is. It's Pyramid Head from Silent Hill. And I didn't have everything I needed. Okay, yeah. Climb up now. Pipety pipe. Okay, now, just put a bowling ball in there. Okay, phew. And, oh, wow, he was in the right spot. God, it took me so many tries, because, like, the thing is, if you start controlling Pigsaw, and you're in front of the door when you do it, even if Charlie Sheen moves, Pyramid Head will come out immediately after he smashes the Pigsaw doll. So you gotta be really careful about that. Okay, evil Teletubby. Let's just see this. Let's... Teletubbies are not evil. That's debatable. They're just under the influence of a malignant signal. Now, I bet you're wondering. We've seen all manner of, like, famous horror villains, okay? We've seen Jason, Chucky, Pyramid Head, Freddy Krueger. So, and Joker's technically not a horror villain, but, you know, he's thought of as a pretty creepy villain. So I bet you're wondering, who is the worst of them all? Who is the oh, and Pigsaw himself, we saw. Who is the most diabolical, scary mastermind controlling all of this? Well, Stewie Griffin. Look what we've got here. Hee hee hee. I wish I was so much better at impressions. Like, I remember thinking looking at my Bender impression in editing, I'm like, oh, that's really good. And I go to show my brother, I'm like, wait a minute, no, this is terrible. Okay. So let's just, put the Charlie Sheen mannequin in there. And boom, Stewie, you just wasted the net. I was worried by the fool. No worries, I'll just carry on with plan B, explosive baseballs. At least he said the base part, okay? We're not laughing at any more translations this episode, probably. Let's see if you're fast enough to stop my explosive balls. Okay, never mind. Okay, so anyway, we gotta stop his balls, because... I'm sorry, it's just really immature of me. He didn't expect that. It's like the whole, that was like the whole thing in, it was like Rat Face, no, not Rat Face Operation, it was like the Baghead thing when Obama was kidnapped. That was like one of the really old ones when, oh yeah, bucket of water, duh. That destroys electronics. With like, you know, the evil signal's gone. With like, you know, Obama stopping bullets, although that one was way harder. Okay, Teletubby. Bye, Teletubby. 3 hours later. Thanks for helping escape the evil puppet. Now I'll go to the beach and relax after a day packed with excitement. See you next time! I hope Charlie learned his lesson. Now let's think of our next game. Give me a hand, mates. What famous has been misbehaved lately? Okay, yeah, I said no more laughing at translations, and I did it twice. I'm like George H.W. Bush. Only I didn't do it for an altruistic reason. I just did it because I felt like it. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this walkthrough involving horror villains and passive-aggressive rants from your good friend, the Fossilizer. And I'll see you in the next video. See you guys then. And I'm not going to try to sing this beat either, because that worked out so well the last time.